Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, good morning, and inshallah, quickly before I continue this class, I would like to sincerely apologize that I've not been able to record the class as I promised your friends. But alhamdulillah, today we'll be starting this class. As you've said, you need more clarifications on the concept of acid, base, and salt, and today we'll be talking on that, inshallah. So the topic is acids, bases, and salt. We'll be working on acids specifically. As usual, assume you are looking at me in the class, and I will also assume I'm looking at you in the class, and I will definitely know when you might be confused, and I will address that, inshallah. So as you've known, this is my name, Muhammad Omeiza Do. I do make use of O, and this is the meaning of the O. This is a free training, and you can as well share it to as much as your friends. It's a free training. I have chosen to make it free, and nobody is going to stop it. So you can share this video to all your friends as much as possible, inshallah. Now let's delve into this class. We'll be starting with acids. Before I make a comment, mostly when we talk of acids, many people tend to be afraid. They feel like, wow, when you talk of acid, it's something that kills. We'll be talking about that. Acids are of actually two types. It's not all acids that are in fact, our body needs acids to functions properly, and we consume acidic food daily. But in the aspect of chemistry, we need to understand this particular concept of acid. Now, what do we call an acid? In the aspect of chemistry, what do you call an acid? An acid, as you can see, let me pick my marker. An acid, as you can see, is a substance. An acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ions or hydronium ions or protons as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. When you talk about an acid is any substance, anything at all that when you dissolve in water, it gives you hydrogen ion alone. And remember, when we talk of hydrogen ion, this is what we mean by hydrogen ion. Since I'm discussing with SS1 student, this is what you mean by hydrogen ion. And we said, if we remember that the electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1, right? 1s1. This is for hydrogen atom. Don't mind me, I need the other pen, but I don't have it yet. We manage it this way. Hydrogen atom. This is the electronic configuration for hydrogen atom. However, when we have hydrogen ion, the electronic configuration becomes 1s0, 1s0. Why? Because for hydrogen to become ion, it has to lose an electron. And when hydrogen loses an electron, it converts it to become a hydrogen with a plus. This is hydrogen ion. So basically, when you talk of an acid is just a substance that When you mix it with water, when you combine it with water, it is going to be producing this particular ion. It's going to be producing this particular ion. But you have to ensure that you state it that as the only, it has to be the only positive ion. Only positive ion. That is when you call it an acid. Now, don't be confused. You can define it this way. An acid, you can play back so that you can listen to them. Any of the definition, you'll be marked correct. Take note. An acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. You'll be marked correct. I come again. An acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. That will be marked correct. You can also define it in this way. An acid is a substance which produces hydronium ion. This is where I am now. Hydronium ion. Hydronium ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. You will also be marked correct. And you can say an acid is a substance which produces a proton or hydrogen ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in water. You will be correct. These are the three ways you can define an acid and you'll be scored correctly. Now, if you look down, we have acids have the ability to change blue litmus paper red. This is one of the major way we identify an acid. When you have an acid, when you dip the litmus paper, there is what we call a litmus paper. We have the blue, we have the red. When you dip a red litmus paper in an acid, nothing is going to happen. But when you dip the blue litmus paper into an acid, it's going to be changing to red. So the blue litmus paper is changed to red in an acidic solution. That is why if you are to test all the drinks you take daily, when you test it with a litmus paper and you find out that the drink is changing your blue litmus paper to red, it means that drink is acidic in nature. So this is what you need to know: the definition of an acid, the different definition as I've mentioned. Then you also need to understand that an acid normally changes blue litmus paper red. Let's move further. Now this brings us to classifications of acid. We have two classes of acid. Mind you, there's difference between class and types. I come again. There is a difference between a class and a type. So the classes of acid are two, and this is what we call the organic acid. We have the organic acid and the inorganic or mineral acid. We have the organic acid and the inorganic or mineral acid. These are basically the two forms or two classes of acids. Organic acid. As you can see, organic acid, they occur naturally. It is natural. It is natural. They occur as natural product. It's a natural thing. It's there in them. And this, since we said it's natural, it's involving living and involving living things. You can find organic acid from living things, and these living things are what? Plants and animals. Plants and animals. You can find the organic, take note, organic acid, you get them from plants and animals, which are from living things. So we do say Organic acid, they occur